Hello and happy time zones, everybody. I am Jayce Maxwell, the storyteller for this VTM chronicle, the VTM Mysteries. Let us meet our vampires.
I'm Cat Leo, and I play Rave. And that's not the
Good morning, Cat. I am Jinne Noble, and I play Echo Kismet.
I'm Sage Gordon Davis, and I play Nate Thomas.
I'm Sako Tumi, also known as Cass Voight, and I will be playing Diane Aziz. Please edit this. That's all I gotta.
If I know how to edit, if I figure out how to edit. All right, so we are going to start with setting up the scenes for where everybody left off. We're going to start in the main room of the lighthouse, which is where both Echo and Nate are, but they can't see each other because there is a crowd growing in the room. And we will start with Nate.
Yes.
Nate is talking to this guy who introduced himself as Jeff. And this is the guy who looked like he could be Jeremy's brother. Two things happen at the same time. You get a text, and I will need a roll.
Okay.
The roll I need you to do is intelligence plus performance. With your intelligence bonus, with your mental bonus, plus 2 extra dice for experience in this particular field.
Is it a hunger roll or not?
Well, it doesn't matter for you because you don't have any hunger.
Okay.
You're at 0 hunger. All right.
5 successes.
Perfect. All right. So the text is from Calvin, who is back in the plane.
Mm-hmm.
And it just says, I don't know what's going on. The dates for the event are wrong on all the sites. That is the text. What you are rolling for is, as you are looking at this Jeff guy, you're seeing why he looks like Jeremy, or at least how he looks like Jeremy. You recognize it, the lines where the makeup is covering a prosthetic. This guy is made up to look like Jeremy, specifically. And now I will shift over to Echo. You are sitting next to Betty, and she is just so happy to be sitting next to you. And she turns her head and looks at the bay window at where the curtains are drawn that faces the causeway out to the mainland. And she just says, there's so many people showing up. And as you look, yeah, it's packed. Like it's just a wall of people.
Well, Echo's in heaven then.
And Betty says, that's good because that's good because
I was waiting for that.
and she's rooting through her purse, and she pulls out a gun and points it at you.
Well then.
Because this'll work a lot better if you don't make any noise. Now we'll fast forward. We'll move over to where Rave is.
Okay. I'll put together.
She's gonna leave me hanging like that.
leaving everybody hanging right now. Rave, you are outside on the back. It's like a covered porch that overlooks the sea, and you are building the cage. And Edward comes out, and he's just like, "You need any help with that?"
Probably.
He's like, "Okay," and he kneels down, and then you hear, "Well, I thought I felt you here," and rising up from the ground, from inside the ground, is Rudy.
Oh,
Diane.
Oh boy.
You are up on the walkway around the outside of the lighthouse tower,
Hmm.
and you hear voices coming up the stairs. It doesn't sound menacing at all. It sounds like a gaggle of people just chatting and having a good time.
Okay.
And you get a text, and it's from Lester. And it just says, "Run, it's a trap."
Oh shit. Okay.
And the group is reaching the top of the stairs, and one of the people is that the one plague doctor that was in like a pink and flowered plague doctor suit.
Right.
And she says, "It is so nice to get you alone, Diane. Finally." And now I'll run the titles. This is episode 29, Nocturne.
We got schmancy with the whole title thing. I like that.
I had time to work on it.
So we're all basically cornered and screwed right now.
Let us go to Rave first, since that's a little more dire.
am I gonna die? Everybody here.
Rudy looks at you and says, "Wait, I've seen you before. Wait, I saw you at the lodge. I saw you at the radio station. How did you know? Am I being tailed?" Oh, and by the way, the voice it's not like I just said it. It's more like, "Am I being tailed?" Because this man is blobby and covered in boils and pustules, and there are flagelli in places coming out from between them.
Oh, buddy. Are you okay?
He has very obviously been feeding on humans
Very often.
very often.
Glances at Edward. Well, not exactly tailing you. It's kind of hard to do.
And he just looks at Edward and says, "Kill her."
No. No. Don't.
And I am going to roll. Oh, wrong buttons. Because it is against his nature and against what he wants, because he does consider you an ally, Edward just freezes. He doesn't go after you. But he is ineffective. He is paralyzed.
Oh,
And you can
don't
see in
touch.
his face that he is fighting this command.
Thanks, bud. I'm gonna go inside now. Goodbye. And just runs.
Roll me a dexterity and athletics roll.
Dexterity and athletics.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's been a long. So one of them is the hunger. So it'd be 4.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 successes.
Three successes. A tentacle comes out.
Oh no.
The glowing tentacle of light you have seen before. It reaches out for you. Because you tied, it just trips you.
Oh, fuck.
And you hear a crackling of electricity. And Edward is going to fire. No. Seven successes and it's a crit.
Woo! Woo!
He hits Rudy square on. And Rudy is blasted back, and you can see him taking massive damage.
How far is this damn cage done?
It is good enough.
Okay, let's try and get him in this cage and close the cage on him.
What method are you going to be using? Because Edward has both of his hands out and is like holding Rudy there with the electricity.
And if I grab Rudy, I'm gonna get electrocuted. Aren't I?
Actually, that's not a bad idea, because she does have rubber boots on.
Okay. I guess I'm dragging him into this cage.
Oh no, she said kick him.
Okay, him. Well, I guess. Whatever.
Well, okay. Roll me intelligence plus academics.
I have no academics, so
Or science. Whichever is better.
I have neither of those. So it'll just be an intelligence roll.
Yep.
Three.
That is actually a really good roll for only 4 dice. So I'm going to say that you actually realize that if you touch him with your hands, you're going to get shocked. It's the bottom of your
Holding
boots
hands
that
up like
needs to
this,
touch
just
him.
nudges with boots. Just like, move, sir.
I will give him one chance. And Rudy is endurance and no stamina and something else. I guess that brawl. Yeah, brawl. Three successes. Okay. He slaps Edward with the tentacle.
No. You good?
He is good. He doesn't seem hurt, but the electricity has stopped. And Rudy is damaged. And he is going to fling out a tentacle at you. Because right now, you're food.
Okay. I am
So this is going to be,
trying to
if you
dodge.
if you want to dodge, this is going to be dexterity athletics versus dexterity athletics. You have to beat 6. He critted. You did not. The tentacle grabs you.
My God.
And you can feel it's like intense burning inside as your insides melt. And I won't go more into detail on that.
I'm a husk, thanks.
You are a husk. And you can still actually see and hear in this state.
That's worse.
And you see him take another swing at Edward, but then shake his head, and he just he levitates, and he starts floating like he's going to go over you. And at the last moment, he just does a little flick with his tentacle. And your body, your husk, is plummeting off a cliff.
This is so rude. Okay.
Echo.
I'm not sure if I want to answer you.
Betty is pointing a gun at you.
Yeah, Betty's not so friendly anymore.
Oh, dearie.
Oh, dearie.
All of the people here, they're with us. There is not a single bystander here. I have a suggestion for you. And she reaches into her purse and she pulls out a syringe. She says, if you let me inject this into you, we can take you without a fight. And you can get out of here undamaged.
Feel like that's going to happen. What's in the syringe?
It is blood red. Well, not just blood red, it looks like blood, and you can almost get a whiff of blood off of it. She says, this is specially treated blood that is highly concentrated with barbiturates. So you'll just go off into La La Land, and she just says, "Hey, boys," and a group around you is facing you, and out from like holsters and stuff that were concealed, they're all pulling out guns.
So, can I compel all of them at one time?
At your level of compel, that is a one-person deal.
Mm,
Now, you can try and compel one of them. You know that if they are human,
did we not arrange any security for this event? Apparently
you
not.
did not arrange any security for this event. I was actually paying a lot of attention to how you guys were setting up this event.
I could. I could compel her, or try to compel her to shoot everyone. But
You
that's
can.
kind of moot point.
She just says, "Do you want to do this the easy way or the hard way?"
I'm assuming she only has the one syringe on her. I could try to compel her to inject herself with the syringe. Voluntold to be here. Yeah, you got that right. I mean, I could try that. Considering, what would I use for that?
Compel is, I'm trying to remember.
I have 2 in that, but
Just trying to remember the dice. It is, well, I know it's the compel, and it's added to. Oh, no, for humans, it's an automatic success.
oh, is she human?
You do not know for sure.
Oh, great.
Where are you?
I'm right
There you
here.
are.
Ta-da! No.
So, charisma and dominate versus intelligence and resolve.
Oh, charisma, and dominate. Where? Oh, okay. Do I need to do a hunger?
Yes. You don't need to roll a rouse check, but you need to put hunger die, whatever hunger you have in there.
Okay. Shit, I lost count. Hold on, my brain shut off. You said charisma?
Yep, charisma plus your score in dominate, which is in your power section. Okay, you are able to issue a single action command to her. You can see her will leave her face.
I tell her to inject herself with the blood. That way I get rid of that needle.
She injects herself with the blood. And you can see her not only very rapidly fade, but start to convulse.
Great.
Because, well, I don't know what your medical... Do you have any medical ability?
Do I have medical? No.
Okay. So you don't know why she's convulsing.
I don't really care. I just know that she pointed a gun at me and threatened me, so...
Well, all the other people around you are now. They now have their guns cocked and pointed at you,
Yeah.
and they are yelling, "On the ground! On the ground!"
Okay. I guess I get on my knees.
For all of them? Oh wait.
I was gonna say it wouldn't be the first time, but we won't go there. Yeah, because no matter what, I'm not gonna make it through a hail of bullets at that moment.
One of them hits their radio and says, "Agent Betty is down. Agent Betty is down. We have the hostile in control." And you feel pierced by another needle.
Are you freaking kidding?
And the world gets very pleasant.
Pleasant, yes. Yes, I can just
And it
imagine.
doesn't take you long to stop caring.
Okay, I don't care anymore.
I'm pretty sure that the husk person who fell over a cliff, is the one with medical knowledge.
Yep.
Nate,
Yeah.
Good luck, dude.
you are hearing this because this is not quiet. And
Right. So, can I take it you're with that lot?
we're all with that lot.
Yeah, I figured.
And I have a feeling that your friend over there is already secured. And the agent over there was presenting her with an offer to sedate her to bring her to base. Would you like the same offer?
Honestly, at this point, don't even bother sedating me. I'll just go with you.
Would rather use handcuffs, but yeah.
I mean, same.
I mean, he is made up to look like Jeremy. He's like, "Oh, all right. I guess this is going to be easier than expected." And he holds out the handcuffs and he's like, "May I?"
Sure.
Okay. He does not he is not rough.
I appreciate that.
And as he walks you to the door, you can see a group carrying Echo, and the crowds part for you. And you see more heading toward the where the tower is. But it's but you are being walked down the causeway and to a waiting car.
Okay.
Diane.
I'm here, I swear.
Okay. Dawn is still in the van. Dawn is on standby. She is just the driver for this. Okay, so the plague doctor that's in pink, she pulls down her mask. You don't recognize her face, but that voice, as she says, "It's good to have you alone," that's the voice that taunted you over the radio in the van at the very beginning,
Right.
That's the voice that taunted you over the computers in the jet before you got the security up. This is
Mhm.
Nocturne. This is Lashana. And the 3 people that are with her raise up guns to point at you. Now, where you are right now, if you are facing them, that means that the ocean is to your back.
Correct.
It's about 200 feet down, but Lashana says, I was hoping to get the one responsible for this hollow plague, but the rest of you, it's a nice consolation. You want to come with us?
Want to? No. Will I? I assume you have acquired my compatriots.
From what I hear, 2 of them.
I suppose I'll go with you.
Okay. And she sends 2 of the men that are with her to flank you. And she says the 3rd with handcuffs.
Is
and
this necessary?
I know how the vampires are. This can get very bloody if we don't take precautions.
I love how you think that I can't just break through them.
Well, we have more precautions than that as well.
I'll make you a deal. I'll go with you, but no cuffs.
No deal. And there is one gun leveled at your head, one at your heart, and another at your gut. And she says, handcuffs in 3, 2.
She puts her hands forward.
Thank you. And the soldier cuffs you and starts walking you down. As you are walking on the causeway, and you hear Lashana, because she's right there with you. She's like, find the 4th one, get her, bring her to the base, and we'll have all 4. And we can still use the scene that we have set up to catch the other hostile on the correct day. And you are getting to the end of the causeway, and the people that are with you, that are walking you out there, get super tense. And Lashana just goes, fuck. Get her in the car, quick, now. as you are sitting in the car and the cars that are holding you are pulling out, Nate and Diane, since you are not drugged, you can see that, very ethereal white lights are filling the lighthouse. The same ethereal white lights that were filling the lodge before you walked in and found it a slaughterhouse.
Mm.
Rudy's already gotten Sarah. They have you all in separate cars, and they put hoods over your head so you can't see where you're going. Even though Echo's probably not gonna remember anyway. I gave you all the option of having a great time on this ride. Um, yeah, I will. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Because it does take a couple hours before things clear out in the lighthouse. But you had someone on guard, on patrol, who was watching. And you also have Edward, who wasn't taken. And there is a point where you, Rave, you didn't actually fall into the sea. You got caught on some rocks.
Oh, thank goodness. That'd be cold.
It would be cold, but it wouldn't kill you.
You don't say.
But yeah, your body is recovered slowly and fumblingly because it is Pan and Edward, and they're not the best, but they're also not completely incompetent. But you do, you feel yourself being raised up. And they get you into the car, into the production van with Dawn, and their group of you drive back to the jet. Well, they drive back to the jet with your
I'm kind of
body.
just prone. Just like,
Now, you remember you had a plan for this, just in case this happened, for one of the other three to revive you. But now you're just hoping that they survive to revive you. But you also know that you are in safe space? Question mark? It's been your home. You're basically just kind of semi-fucked right now, but
do they just like shove me in my room? Just like, here you go. You can be amongst your plants. You're fine. It's okay. We'll get you some blood eventually.
if you want that, I will have that be what they do.
And my body's not just in the way.
They leave the door open so Hans can walk in and out, and Hans curls up next to
This
you.
is his second owner that's been hollowed. I can come back, but this is his second owner. This poor dog.
And he is just keeping you safe. It's sweet. All right. As the three of you individually are reach this place, you feel the cars. You can actually hear the change in sound from being outside to being inside, and you can feel the cars going. They're like SUVs, and you can feel them going like down, almost like down a ramp. And they pull you. I'll go to Nate's point of view. They cart you out of the SUV and stand you next to a board. And while they have like 6 guns pointed at you, they uncuff you, and you can see that this board has straps on it.
Kinky.
So they strap you in nice and tight, and they lift the board and set it up onto a gurney.
Okay.
And you have the ability, now that you're inside the complex, to turn like your head left and right. Right now, you're just in a complex, like not a complex, parking garage type of place.
Mm-hmm.
And as you watch, they pull up and set Echo onto another gurney and strap her in. And they pull off the hood, and you can see that she is vacant.
Seems like she's having a good time.
Suede whips. And then you see the car open, and they pull Sako out. Not Sako. Diane.
Diane. Yeah. Sorry. Let me. Yeah.
So the people with the guns have them trained on you as they remove your hood,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a board waiting for you, and you can see your 2 companions strapped to boards on gurneys.
She is looking for paths of escape.
You can see that it's probably like, well, I'm trying to picture the math in my head. It's probably like 100 feet to a ramp that looks like it's going out to the outside.
Uh-huh.
You're still handcuffed, but right now the only thing that's holding you are handcuffs and about 6 guns pointed at you.
Mm.
And they are approaching you to take you. Another one is approaching you to take you to another board.
I need to look up
Fluorescent lights and concrete.
I mean look up in the main book. Mesmerize, it's on page 256.
Mm-hmm.
which I think is either more people with single word commands, or
It is.
it's one person with a slightly more complex
It's one
command.
person with more complex, and as long as they have the subject's gaze and relative quiet in which to issue instructions. So yeah, you could.
All right.
What is your? Are you going to use that power?
I'm gonna say you. Instead, I'm going to buff. Can I buff attributes?
Yes, you can. That's blood surge.
Yeah, it's a blood surge. It's a rouse check.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my rouse?
Which attribute do you want to buff?
I would like to buff. How many can I buff?
It is just one.
It is just one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with dexterity.
Okay.
So that'll bump me up to a temporary 4.
What with blood potency, when it says blood surge down in that section, what number does it have?
2.
2. I'm trying to remember, because I think they buffed it in the. I think they buffed the amount for blood surge in the supplement that had the Samitsi and
Oh,
Ravnos. So I think it's a third one. So I think it's up by 3.
okay. So I'm rolling 3 dice. Is that how I understand it?
No. You're rolling just a hunger check, which is just 1 red die.
Okay.
And that is just to see if you will buff regardless of
I
whether
will
you
buff.
pass or fail.
Okay.
This is just to see if it makes you hungrier.
Gotcha. I
It does
succeeded.
not. Okay, so that brings your dex up to 6.
6 or 4?
What is your dex right now?
It is currently 3.
So yeah, the blood surge with a blood surge of 3, that would bring it up to 6.
Okay, great.
And
If that is the
at
case,
6 for the scene.
excellent. I'm gonna make a break for it.
All right. This is going to be dex and athletics.
Right on.
And they are going to roll it's composure and firearms. But they are human, so they probably don't have as high composure as they would think. So.
That is 5 successes.
And it's a crit.
And it's a crit.
Yeah, if they don't beat this, you are hauling tail out of here.
Mm-hmm.
They fail hard. Oh, shit. Diane bobs and weaves and dodges, and not a single fucking bullet hits her as she darts out into the night. They start giving chase, and I'm going to do another roll. I'm going to have you make the same roll,
Okay.
but they're going to make that same roll as well because they're trying to keep up. So this is just whether they can keep up. and the bonus still applies.
Okay, so that's 3 successes. Woo!
They can't keep up. You are leaving them in the dust. That blood surge was key. Yeah, you dodge and weave, and you leave them in the dust. I'm going to have you make one more roll,
Okay,
and this will be the final roll for your escape.
okay.
Dexterity plus stealth to see if you can hide somewhere.
Okay.
And they will roll their wits and awareness. And stop it.
That's
Oh, shit. Oh,
6
you are
successes.
smoking them. Okay, yeah. They're like, just like, you can hear them say, I don't know what happened. She's just gone. And you can, from where you're hiding, you can see them. It's almost like they have their tails between their legs as they make their way back to their base.
Okay. I wait until it's clear, and I text back Lester.
All right.
And let him know that I've escaped and I don't know where I am, and I'm at some sort of base.
He says, he texts back, keep your phone on. I am pinging your coordinates.
Perfect.
Yep. That is exactly what's going to happen, Jenny.
Okay.
And it doesn't take him long. And he's like, okay, I got your coordinates. Turn your phone off so they can't find you. We will send, just keep an eye out for the production van.
Okay. And she turns off her phone.
Back to Nate. The black woman in a dress from the neck down at this point as a pink plague doctor with flowers on it. She's like, well, got 2 of you. It's going to have to do. And she just instructs people, wheel them down to the lab. And yeah, they are taking Echo first. And as you are being wheeled down the hallway, wits and awareness roll for you.
I
See
have wits and awareness.
This is for Nate. This is not Echo.
I was gonna say I currently, as drugged as I am, there's no way.
Yours have gone to 0 for this scene.
Right? I'm just happy that I'm rolling. Rolling. Oh.
So, and it is a mental skill, so you get your bonus.
Sorry, I have a client issue. Run that by me again. What am I rolling?
Wits and awareness.
Would help if I was in the right channel.
With your 2 bonus.
Eight successes.
Okay, your mind is a computer. You are fucking mapping the way down. And you're pretty sure that no matter how many twists and turns they're taking, you're going to be able to find your way back if you can escape.
Okay.
But the other thing you notice is as you are being wheeled past a room, you can see a body that is opened up, hollow on the inside. And it is a face you recognize. It is Genevieve. She is. Her body is being studied here.
Fun.
And you also know at this point that since she is a Kindred, a Nosferatu, that she is not gone forever if she can be revived.
The question is, do I care?
That is a question. I mean, even before you lost your emotions, would you have cared about her?
Not really.
Yes, we have also learned, well, from seeing it through Rave's perspective, that Genevieve is actually conscious and knows everything that they're doing to her.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you get wheeled around corner after corner and then through a pair of heavy double doors. And as you reach this other room, it's like a lab type of room, and it's got some computer monitors and stuff. And it's got like two semi-inclined upright tables. They're mostly inclined. It's like if you were standing on one, you'd be like 30 degrees back from standing.
Mm-hmm.
And those are where they prop up you and Echo. They just take the entire board and put it on those. And then the soldiers exit the room. And it's just Nocturne and you.
Okay.
I presented you, this is Nocturne now, with an offer. And I'm going to repeat the offer just so you remember what it is that I was presenting to you back when we first talked. I am trying to better mankind through what is inside of you. I am looking to isolate it and temper it and make it something that humanity can actually have without basically the perks of vampire life, the immortality, the powers, but not the bloodlust. Yes, she is Frankensteining hard.
I feel like you need to do an environmental impact study on this.
Well, first we have to know if it's possible.
Well,
And I wanted the four of you to help me voluntarily as equals. Well, it's not voluntary anymore. Because here's the thing, motherfucker. I was reaching out a hand to you. Not only did you trash your car, but you accused me of you peopling. Do you see the color of my skin? I have spent my fucking life getting you peopled.
That may be so. That
and
doesn't
for-
change the fact that you did it.
And for some spoiled white boy to accuse me of you peopling, she pulls out a remote and she points it at Echo. And she clicks a button, and from the table behind her, a wooden stake, pops through Echo's heart. Do I have your fucking attention now? No, La La Land is not fucked. You are still drugged. Stakes for vampires paralyze them in this world. They can hurt like hell, but with the drugs in your system, you don't really notice. Anyway, back to Nate. Is there anything you would like to say to her?
At this point, I don't give a fuck. Just do whatever.
And you can see the hatred rise in her eyes as she glares at you, and she points the remote at you. And the stake, you can feel it pierce your back and pierce your chest. But everything else is not like you would ever expect. Because you're not even paralyzed. And certain things are falling to place in your mind. Roll me intelligence and occult.
With the bonus?
Yep. Still applies.
Five successes.
Your mind goes back to coming out of a stupor under control of the Tsumitsu in Montreal, and things just not feeling right, and realizing that you are not paralyzed with a stake through your heart. You realize that there's no heart to put a stake through.
Well, that's fun.
whatever they did to you, they removed your heart.
I really wish I had my notebook.
Make that roll again. Let's see if you can put another piece together.
Another
That's
5.
enough for another piece. You remember, you are taken back to your last time you woke up feeling hungry, and yet it melted away. And putting 2 and 2 together, you're feeling like they're somehow feeding you remotely.
Interesting.
If they have your heart, they are giving it blood. Which means they are keeping you alive on purpose.
Fun.
And let's do one more. Not as good. We'll just give you that you also remember that after that happened, Philippe wouldn't talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all you're piecing together on that one. It's almost like he knew what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Let us go back to Diane.
Hooray!
It is not too long before before a van with no headlights on drives up and slowly comes through your location. And you can see that, like, in the passenger side, as it's going by you, Pan's face is in there with a flashlight, like, pointing at himself. So you can see that, that's your people.
I make a dive for the van.
They open the door and get you in and just hightail it out of there.
Woo!
And, well, they sort of hightail it out of there. They have you point out which building it is you came out of.
Yeah, and I give them all the intel.
Yeah. And they're like, shit, we need to regroup.
Well, Nate and Echo are still in there.
Yeah, but we have one vampire. Well, we have Pan, but let's just be real.
Yeah.
Your biggest
Do we
fighter.
know what happened? Do we know what happened to Rave?
We recovered her. She was hollowed.
Oh.
And we, while we were recovering her, Sarah managed to come out of her where she had been. She was in the basement when Rudy found her and changed her. So she is one of the Illuminates now. She is in the plane.
Oh, she's in the plane.
She is. Pan explain the situation to her, and she is more than willing to smack them back. She's a little perturbed at our group, but less perturbed than she is at the Inquisition and Rudy. We're the ones she's the least pissed at.
Right.
Because she knows that we were, even though we were trying to keep things from her, that we were trying to not have this happen to her.
Yeah.
This is Lester that's talking to you, obviously.
Lester.
I forgot to say that.
By the way, is Lester in the van? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, he said, yeah, there's no way I would have let them make this pickup attempt without me.
So I have these handcuffs, and I just spent all of my energy running. So if we can figure out how to get these off of me, that would be like super keen.
And Lester says, I really thought you were going somewhere else with that comment. And honestly, I didn't hate it. And even in the darkness of the back of the production van, you can sort of see him darken a little bit, but mostly you can feel the heat from his face.
Oh, she puts one of her hands, really both of her hands.
I was
she
going to
doesn't
say
have
they're
much
both in
choice,
front of her.
and she puts them on his leg.
And he chuckles a little bit, and he's like, okay, let's see what I can do about this. And he turns on an overhead light, and he's like looking through the production van tools, and it's just like, I guess there's some wire. And so he pokes some wire into the keyhole in the handcuffs, but he doesn't have anything in
Okay.
larceny.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
But he is going to roll, I think it would be like intelligence and larceny.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say his intelligence is? Oh, he's pretty smart, so I'd give him
He's
like
pretty
4.
smart, yeah.
I'll give him 4 dice. 2 successes. It takes him most of the ride, but as you are on the lift going up into the jet, you hear a click, and
Oh,
one of them your wrist is free.
oh. And she like stretches out her back and puts her hands as far away from each other as possible. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So take me to Rave.
That makes sense. And he walks you towards her room where Hans is like all the way up against her side.
Oh. She approaches Hans and gives him a pet, and breaks out her phlebotomy kit and basically harvests some of her own blood.
Mm-hmm. Make a rouse check.
Mm-hmm. That's a hunger check or a rouse
Yes,
check?
it's the same roll.
Okay,
It's just a hunger die.
I succeeded.
Succeeded. Excellent. You are steady as you go tonight.
Fortune smiles upon me.
And you remember from when they were reviving. Who were they reviving?
We were
Rogue's attack?
reviving one of the
It was one of the Altoona 7. I remember
one
that.
of the Altoona 7, yeah.
You remember that the blood just had to go into their mouth, and they started absorbing it.
Okay, great. She pours the harvest into her mouth.
And you can see Rave start to fill out. You'd also remember that it did take a lot of blood,
Yeah,
but it only took your blood to start the process. All the rest of the blood was just regular blood.
right. Okay.
So at this point, she is starting to mend.
And then she smiles tiredly at Lester and asks him how he's feeling.
Terrified, actually. Yeah, we were. Calvin and I were, when we finally got the internet back up. He went to the website for VTM Mysteries and saw that the date for the meetup was changed to 2 days later.
Oh, shit.
And so I checked Echo's website, and I checked the Prancing Plague Doctor website, and all of them. Yeah, no fans are scheduled to show up for 2 more nights.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yes, beep.
Sorry.
So yeah, as soon as we figured that out, I sent you that text. Looks
Well,
like
I got it just a hair too late.
oh, I'm so sorry.
But I managed to get away. And I am slowly culminating ideas for how to get Nate and Echo back.
That makes sense.
But for now, I think I need a nap. And I will probably need to feed in the evening. You know,
Yeah,
that time when the sun goes down, that time.
at wake up time. Yeah, you rest. I am going to start getting some things in motion. Can I borrow your phlebotomy kit?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to see if I can figure out how to use it on a cow.
Rave appreciates.
And hopefully, I mean, I don't know how fast these things work, but maybe you will have a second in the evening.
A second to what?
A second vampire.
Oh, that would be keen. I look for Sarah before I head to bed.
Oh, yes. She is in the bar area, and she has a bottle of scotch. No glass.
Just a bottle of scotch. She pulls up a stool next to her.
Hey,
How you feeling?
all things considered, like super energized. Edward was explaining it to me that this is how we are after we feed.
Well, we'll try and make this as easy as possible and try and keep you safe and try and keep others safe around you.
From what he says, it's everyone else that needs to be kept safe from us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck my life.
Could be
I mean-
worse.
I mean, I hated the way I was living, like gig to gig, paycheck to paycheck, trying to keep that lighthouse from being foreclosed on.
Yeah.
But this is not how I picture getting out of it. And all those people. I realized that unlike everyone else who was turned, this group of people actually almost deserved it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it better.
No, it does not.
Secret ops fuckers trying to This was just supposed to be a gig. I was supposed to be this character for them, and they were and they used me and were planning on sacrificing me.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you decide to do to them, I'm on board.
Well, glad you're on board.
They used me and they abused me. It was a murder, but not a crime. And she tips the bottle towards you and says, "Can you drink?"
I don't think I can.
I don't think I could be a vampire. Because that's pretty much all I have left is drinking.
Well, drink up.
I don't even know what I can do. Edward said he knew his powers right away. Like, he felt the electricity. I don't feel shit.
Well, from what we understand, you were selected for your dancing. So, I know, right?
I don't know. I'll explore it. I don't...
Obviously, you've got the bennies. We just don't know what they are yet.
Mm-hmm. Ah, fuck. My violin's still at the lighthouse. Hopefully nobody touches it when the police round up all the bodies.
Here's hoping.
I am going to zoom back over to Nate and Echo. If Nate is available.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just staked here, man. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Do you want to make an idea roll?
A who what now?
A roll. Do you want to roll for an idea?
Sure.
Intelligence plus occult.
So the same roll I was making earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Three successes.
You have a particular ability. Corrosive Vitae.
Ooh, I do.
Blood sorcery.
Blah, blah, blah.
And you do notice that the cuffs are cutting into you a little bit. Wouldn't take much to break the skin.
Okay. Scrubby, scrubby.
So you need to roll. Let me find it. Do you have the page written down?
No, I don't. I really should have, but I didn't.
Oh, 272. Okay. So you do need a rouse check.
Okay. Success.
Excellent. No extra hunger. Let's see. Each rouse check corrodes approximately 35 centimeters of matter in all directions from the splash. So, which wrist are you using right now?
Left.
Okay. Also, as you are watching, or as you're like trying to saw through your own wrist to get the blood to come out, you do see one of the monitors say, Lashana, please report to the main conference room. And she heads out, leaving you alone.
Okay.
So it takes probably like 5 minutes to saw through and, well, to break the skin, and then once your blood hits the straps, they just start eating away at and just dissolving. And it doesn't take you much to get your left wrist free.
Cool.
You're still strapped in, right wrist, both ankles and neck.
Okay, well... Can I pull the stake out? Is that a thing that I can do?
It is coming out of the table behind you, so you can pull off of the stake.
Not while my neck is attached.
But you have your left hand free.
Yeah, so I will have to use some of the blood from my left wrist on my neck, or on the restraint on my neck.
As you reach up there, you do feel that there's a buckle.
Oh, okay. Easy enough.
Yeah. So you can actually unbuckle the neck and then your left wrist, and then you can actually pull yourself off of the stake. And it's just, you really wish you had your notebook, because that feeling was bizarre.
Well, I'm sure I'll remember it well enough to write it down if I ever get out of here.
I'm picturing Nate getting back to the jet and just like Frankensteining himself,
Mm-hmm.
just to write, just to take notes. Okay, so you are free. Do you free Echo?
Yep.
All right, so you get Echo off and you slide her off of the stake.
Phrasing.
You get Echo off of the gurney and slide her off of the stake. There is still, they had the rolling gurneys, and that they put the boards on, and those are still in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hot stuff, thanks.
Yeah, now that you are off the, you are free and you are off the.
So I'm not drugged anymore?
The stake. No, you're still drugged, but you're
I'm
still
pretty
high
happy.
as fuck.
Yeah. Hi. How's it going?
But once the stake came out of you, you felt your ability to move return.
Ah, thank you.
So now Nate has a very high Echo.
I knew you liked me. Can't hide it now.
But also, you can see that there is, on those computers, there is a monitor showing a room in another part of the building, and you can see Lashana entering the room, and there is a switch on the side to activate audio.
Flip it.
Okay, I guess I flip it.
The question is, do you want to bust a move out of there, or do you want to spy?
I mean, I personally would prefer to hightail it the fuck out of here.
I'm for anything. I'm pretty happy right now. Let's do what you want.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
I get a ride.
Okay, and as we established before, you, Nate, remember this place. You mapped it out as you went because you had an insane number of successes.
I did.
You do reach the room where Genevieve is. Take her or leave her.
Hey, we know her. And I mean, I know her.
No, this is Genevieve.
Oh wait, that's Genevieve. Never mind.
This is the one that Charlie played.
A little slow. I'm high. Leave me alone.
She was a grade A mega bitch, so
let's go.
Let's go.
I like the ride.
If this were a video game,
we'd be so screwed.
You would see objective, optional. Genevieve.
Ignore the fuck out of that one.
Yeah, she was mean.
She was mean. Fuck her.
Yeah, I know. I'm too tired for that and too high. Let's go.
Let's just.
Okay, you reach the doors that lead to the garage.
Ooh.
Bust through or
Ooh.
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 Nate's
Garage
Ooh.
means cars.
Vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom. Not that I can actually be excited about this, but
But
so how do you enter the garage? Do you enter the garage?
is the door locked?
It is not locked.
well,
Can I just open it and go through?
But that is the question, because
is there anyone in the other room?
you don't know if there's anyone on the other side.
Does anyone have auspex?
Have
Panda,
I have
locked.
I have heightened senses. But how will that work if I'm high?
It would be very trippy.
Should I try?
Yeah, go for it. And
So what is that?
heightened senses is not a roll.
Oh,
It just you use it. You pick a sense,
all right.
and you say that one is higher.
My sense of hearing, so I can hear if there's anyone moving around in the garage area or talking or anything. Do I hear anything?
You do. You hear a couple of voices chattering, not like, giggly chattering, but just,
Just talking.
just talking. But it doesn't sound like there's a lot in there. It just sounds like a couple.
Nate, I think there's like 2 in there.
Well, if there's 2, you can compel, and I can compel. We can compel 1 each.
Ooh, what do I want him to do? No.
Just you want him to leave us alone.
Leave us alone. Okay. Oh, sleep. Maybe we should put them to sleep.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
All right. I get up off of the gurney. Not standing too straight, but I'm on my own 2 feet. Got this. I got this. And we walk through like we own the place. Oh, hi. Don't ask questions. So, walk in there.
One of the guys looks and he's just confused as fuck for a second as this, very pale blonde lady that they just wheeled in stumbles out the door.
I'm trying to look more majestic than what I actually am, I guess. What up, sweetheart?
Roll me a dexterity plus athletics.
Oh God. Do I need to roll the hunger too?
Yeah. Four successes and you will stay on your feet.
I have 2.
Oh, it didn't roll the
What?
Oh, because it wasn't an H.
I did that by accident.
So
Sorry, I'm
roll
high.
2H.
I'm gonna stick with my character's high. Ooh.
Oh wow. You got successes on everything.
No shit. I walk right up to him and say, "Guess what? You're going to sleep. Bye-bye."
And Nate, what about you?
I will just walk in behind Echo and compel the one that she didn't get to go to sleep.
All right, they both go down. You are in a room full of SUVs.
Excellent. Do any of them look like they have keys?
Any of the cars or either of the guards?
Either of the guards, or is there a key box, or
One of them looks like they have a set of keys. Have a set of keys.
I will take the keys.
And there is lucky enough, a key fob.
Hit the button. Hit it.
Excellent. Hit the button.
And there is one SUV down the line that goes beep beep.
Okay, that's our car.
Oh, you've never gotten me anything before, Nate. I'm so happy.
Well, you can't keep this, sweetie. We're just borrowing it.
Okay. And we get in the car. I'm getting in.
Let's go for a joyride.
Woo! I'm ready for this.
And you drive out. And you are outside of the building. You have no idea where you are.
Is it dark out? Yeah, it is dark out. Never mind.
Can I pull up Google Maps on my phone?
Yes, you can.
Okay, well, I will pull up Google Maps and put in the address of the airfield where the plane is.
I pull out my phone and I call Diane and say, "Hey,
Diane, you're being called.
Diane, I'm calling you."
You are
What?
just about to fall asleep.
What?
You are in your bed.
What?
Diane,
And your phone
Diane.
rings.
Diane,
Echo.
Nate and I are out.
Oh. Oh. She sits straight up and like we're keep your phone on. We're coming to get you.
Well, we're Nate's driving. We're heading towards you.
So we stole one of their vehicles and we're coming towards them, but like, get Lester to keep an eye on our position in case we stole anywhere.
Yeah. Maybe we should meet them somewhere.
Actually, yeah. Find a point like halfway, and
You can see there's like a
meet us?
McDonald's.
There we
Okay,
go.
meet us at the McDonald's.
All right.
Right. We'll see you there.
See you there.
Bye.
And she doesn't even leave the bed yet. She texts Lester.
There's an instant response because he is not asleep. He is getting shit done.
Blood. Yeah. Hey, so we have a lead on Echo and Nate. They escaped, and there's a McDonald's at X location, and we're gonna meet them there.
All right, I'm on it. I'll be in the car with Dawn,
Okay.
Hey.
Awesome.
or in the production van with Dawn.
Yeah.
Hey Nate.
Yeah.
I say we ditch the vehicle though quite a few blocks away from the Mac and Don's we're gonna go to.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'm smarter than I look some days.
I'm not smarter than I look a lot of the time.
But that way even if they're tracking the vehicle, they'll track us to the wrong spot.
Yeah. No, that's a good plan.
Okay.
So where are you ditching the car? The
Like-
SUV?
3 blocks south of the McDonald's.
Okay, it's like it's a Hardee's. 'Cause you're
No,
no,
Cool.
it's what's it, the donut place?
Dunkin' Donuts.
No, they have a ton of shit.
Krispy Kreme.
No, it's a big old chain.
No
we'll just say
idea.
it's a Hardee's.
We
I
left
can't
it at
remember.
Walmart.
Yeah, you leave it at a Walmart.
They'll never find us now. They left it at a Walmart. It'll get stolen.
Sounds like a plan.
You're gonna leave the keys in it.
Yep.
Leave it
You're gonna
unlocked.
leave it running
Leave it
Yep.
running and unlocked.
Yep.
with the lights on.
Lights on, doors open. May as well have a sign in the window saying "Take me."
Just look like trunks going to McDick's. Oh my god.
Exactly.
Okay, so you make the couple blocks walking. Nate is repeatedly steadying Echo.
Uh-huh.
How long is this gonna last? I mean, I don't mind being high, but it's a little inconvenient.
But you do make it to the McDonald's, where there is a production van sitting there waiting for you.
Lester!
With
Excellent.
Dawn driving, Lester and Diane in the back.
Oh my god, Dawn, I've never been so happy to see your face.
So happy
Right
to
back
see
at
you.
you, boss.
Hi, guys.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to ask me twice, and she just, as soon as you are secured in the back, she just hightails it back to the jet. And with that, we will end this episode of VTM Mysteries.
Woohoo!
With all the adventure and heroics and everything.
We have to do game in stuff.
Yes, we have to do game end stuff.
Well, session in stuff.
Yes. So, for episode 30, just a new entry here. All right, let us say what we liked, what we disliked, if we disliked anything, and what we want to happen for our characters in the next episode. And we will start with Rave, and I
would like to not be dead.
But you are not dead. You are actually
Okay, I would like
on
to
the
be
road to
healed and
recovery.
able to move.
I mean, technically we're all dead. Just saying.
Very true. Very true.
How are you feeling about Rudy right about now?
Oh, there's feels there. Rave may personally just decide I'm gonna go beat the hell out of him. She was prepared for Sarah to accidentally kill her. She was not prepared for Rudy to be the one killing her.
And Rave has all the current info on Rudy right now.
That's right.
All right, and what about likes for the episode?
I actually really like the whole breakout scenes, how there was multiple. It's yes, it was all the
That
breakouts.
was so cool.
All of the breakout scenes. It was very entertaining because I actually got to basically just sit back and watch, like a viewer, and occasionally be in the chat, but excuse you, what do you think you were doing? That is a stupid decision. I'm going to give my point to Diane for escaping much earlier than others.
Hooray!
And I was definitely not trying to railroad the situation, but I did give the option of an epic dive off the lighthouse tower.
And I did
Consider it.
totally consider it. Yes.
I had contingencies no matter which way you chose, but I did have that as okay, this is what I'm going to do if she chooses that route. But you know what? Diane made heroics regardless of which direction she went.
Yeah.
Let's go to Diane. How about you for this episode?
Okay. The goods were abound. I like a lot of conflict. I like also it reminds me a little bit of Outlast in that you are in a shit situation after shit situation, and you are basically armed with a camera.
Mm-hmm.
right? So I like those kinds of challenges. I did think about maybe the PTSD regarding being a prisoner of war and all of that jazz
Oh yeah.
when she was being transported, but I felt like maybe it wasn't appropriate. Bads. The only bad that I had was that I have a friend who urgently needs my help and was texting me while we were gaming, and I will assess that damage as soon as we're done here. So that's personal life sort of things. I also love another good was that this is the first time I've been able to buff my physical stats
Yeah.
as a player as opposed to as a GM.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of exciting, and
it worked out for you so well.
it super worked out for me. Yeah, the dice were on my side. My ugly is gonna go to Echo for walking through like she owns the place and basically said, "You sleep now." And
It
Although
worked.
she kind of slurred it, but
Hey, it worked.
yeah, there were so many awesome scenes in this one.
yeah, there were a lot of awesome scenes. I wouldn't call it a bad that some of it was a little railroaded. Only because I feel like there should be trials. There should be things that aren't going right.
Mm-hmm.
And how we handle those situations is integral to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So those are my 2 cents.
All right, and Echo, Jinne.
Goods. I had fun. I thought this was just a blasted, even though I kind of killed an old woman, but I don't even know if she survived. Well, no, she didn't survive because she got zapped, but I helped contribute to an old woman's
Yeah,
death.
the medical thing was the fact that it was enough barbiturates to take down a vampire.
Yeah.
Put it into an old lady's body.
Yeah, I killed her.
Yeah.
I had fun with Nate today, so he wasn't sarcastic towards me because I was so high that he had to baby me pretty much. Bads. I can't really think of any. And then my uglies, I'm going to give to Nate for putting up with Echo because poor Nate. He always gets the raw end of Echo, whether she's straight or not. So, but this time he really had to put up with a lot because I didn't have I had the I don't care attitude with being high, so I was just gonna bust in it, whatever. So.
And anything Echo is looking forward to for next episode?
Being not high, because she makes more stupid decisions when she's high than when she's not. So.
And I forgot to ask Diane if there were anything that she wants for next episode.
Probably to feed and probably to bump heads with the coterie to figure out how to get back at the technocrats that are making our lives miserable.
Cool. All right, let us move to Nate.
So good. I liked that the interactions at the beginning gave us all options, and I like that we all took different routes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my husband's alarm is going off.
Oh, that was something.
That's what I liked. What I didn't like is the fact that I have massive work fires happening at the moment.
Ouch.
So I am not entirely present, and I will have to talk to you post-game, Jayce. And for next time, fuck man, I don't know. Like, at this point, Nate is just like, what the fuck? No, I know. Next game, Nate would like to have 5 minutes to himself to just make notes. That's what Nate wants. And then point goes to Echo for the unfettered swagger.
Oh, walking like I own the place.
I mean, like, possession is 9/10 of the law and confidence is the other. So, yep.
And so for GM experience, because this is technically like a mid-season finale, it'll be 2 to everyone.
Yay!
Awesome.
Plus a bonus point to both Diane and Nate for some super heroic shit going down.
Awesome.
And with that, we will call this game over. See you next time.